Hey, everybody, it's Scott Steen with Winners and Winers coming to you with the NFL edition of Today in Sports Betting. It's Thursday, everybody. That means Thursday night football, and that means just one thing. That means another shitty game that no one wants to see. Scott, I know you're excited because you get to see your Jets in prime time. Are you excited?
Why do they?
You got
Why do they
green
keep putting
fever?
Jets on prime time?
What?
Why do they keep doing it? Every time the Jets play on prime time, they get blown out. I know that they're playing the Broncos, and the chances are actually not bad because they're now favorites in the matchup. But I thought after the Ghost game, you really decided to bring the Jets back for prime time. Come on.
Well, Scott, it's like playing ball at the YMCA. Everybody gets a chance. Everybody gets a chance to be in prime time.
Yeah, some people at the YMCA don't deserve a chance on prime time.
Oh, you're gonna make such a good parent. Why is that kid play?
I'm not
That
good.
kid
I'm not great at
sucks.
basketball, so it's fine. I get the saying that you mean. I'm just saying you're not going to have anybody throwing down, let's just say, windmills on the fast break. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my goodness. Oh, should be fun. This is the Broncos and the Jets. Jets are favored because somebody has to be. Broncos are starting 17th string quarterback Brett Rippon from Boise State. Actually, the third string quarterback behind, I want to say Jeff Garcia, Jeff Driscoll. Oh, Scott, this Denver team.
I can't believe they're starting Ripien over Bortles. How could they do that to him, man?
Bortles, they said he's not ready.
Of course he's not ready. I'm joking. It's just a matter of I think a not ready Blake Bortles is better than Ripien. That's how low I think of Ripien.
Okay, stop saying Ripien. That's going to make me crazy.
I said Rippin.
No, you said Ripien.
Yeah, but then you said Rippin. I switched it.
Okay, all right. I'm old enough to remember his uncle, another shitty quarterback. Whole family. That's what they do. They just put shitty quarterbacks into the world.
Kellen Moore still has a special place in my heart out of Boise State, but he didn't exactly have much of a pro career.
Okay, so what's your play here, Scott? The over/under is 41. Jets by a point. What do you like?
My play is to put on baseball. No. For the actual matchup, I got no idea.
All right, that's the kind of hard-hitting insight everybody tunes in.
It depends on status. I'll lean to the Jets. It's a matter of the Jets just aren't very good. The Broncos have everybody of value injured. So I'll take the team that's actually trying to field something. I know that the Jets have Le'Veon out. I know that they've had some injuries also, etc. Jamison Crowder should be back, which is a huge boost because he's by far their best receiver. Not even close.
Right.
So I think that should play a factor, especially with the Broncos secondary being underwhelming. Broncos also losing Casey for the year is going to hurt on the inside. Darnold, even though he has struggled this year, to say the least, he's by far the better quarterback in this matchup, and it's not even close. So the Jets are the better quarterback. You can make the argument that, they got the better pass rush and the better offensive line, perhaps. The offensive line for Denver is not great by any means. I think that both these teams are struggling. Both these teams will probably be lucky if they win 2 or 3 games, especially with the injuries right now, before Locke comes back, at least for Denver. But I'll lean to the Jets, and I'm going to lean to some really, really painful football.
Yeah, this is a Denver team that you're right. They've been absolutely decimated by key injuries. They lost Von Miller. They lost AJ Boye as far as a cornerback goes. They don't have Devontae Harris going to be like cornerback tonight.
They lost Sutton as their number 1 receiver. They lost
Cortland Sutton. Jerry Jeudy is actually questionable for this one.
Yeah, he's bad.
He's got ribs, and I thought originally that Lindsey was going to go, and now Lindsey is actually listed as doubtful.
I don't think he's going to play. Yeah. So he's had a lot of injuries for Denver. Plus, he also Fangio doesn't know how to use timeouts.
Well, there is that. So yeah, I think this is a Denver team that's just been absolutely decimated.
I think it's telling that Denver was favored by roughly 2.5, and then the Jets are now 1-point favorites. So you've seen a favorite shifting, line shifting. It's been a 3-point move. The Jets basically announced if Gase loses, or if the Jets lose, they're going to fire Gase. As a Jets fan, that means the Jets are winning tonight. That's what that means. That means the Jets are winning.
So your official play is going to be Jets -1.
I don't have any official play.
No, no. Oh no, we're putting you on the record here,
You're
buddy.
putting me on the record here. I got to
Yes,
go on the record with the Jets.
yes, you do.
I'll take the Jets.
Okay, Scott, I'm gonna step out here on the Jets. I'm gonna take a massive shot. I'm gonna take the Jets on a big win. Jets to win by 14 or more at +638. Book
Okay,
it.
you're going
Book
on the
it.
record with that.
I'm going on the record with that.
Okay, I want to hear this logic.
Denver can't run, and they can't pass.
Melvin Gordon's okay, but their line isn't great.
No, that's the problem. It's not necessarily who's in the backfield. It's who's blocking for them.
I'm just asking. I don't know which rushing attack you prefer: Melvin Gore with a bad offensive line, or Frank Gore with a below average offensive line.
I like Darnold. I don't think either one of these teams are going to run. I don't. Frank Gore's 58 years old. That's not going to work. He ran, what do you have, 21, 22 carries last week. I don't think they can run him again like they did. I like this Jets team to be able to throw down the field. They protect their quarterback well. Denver doesn't have much of a pass rush. They've had just 4 sacks on the season in 3 games. And the Jets have had 3 sacks in two of their 3 games. This is a team that can get after the quarterback. We talked about it before the show started. Rippon is a quarterback that cannot move. I actually went back and looked at his rushing totals in college just to make sure I wasn't forgetting that he wasn't a dual threat. He's barely a mono threat. He certainly is no threat to run the ball at all. He's very stationary. Doesn't move his feet well. You get after this kid, it's going to be ugly. I'm thinking there's going to be at least 1 bad turnover, if not 2, for Brett Rippon. Give me the Jets, and give me the Jets big, baby. Jets win by 17. You heard it here first.
Okay. Broncos win by 3. I'll throw it at you. We'll see.
+638 at Bet Online. So I expect a lot of
blowback. Deal in itself, because 14 plus is actually +380 on FanDuel. So you're actually getting a hell of a deal on Bet Online.
There you go. +638. You know what? I hit this last week with the Chiefs. I had the Chiefs to win by 14 or more at +606. Jets.
They got a bit dicey late, but yeah, you won it.
I didn't know we were counting style points. I'm sorry.
Style points don't matter. I'm just saying that that did get dicey. Not that matters at all.
Didn't matter to me in my pocketbook. Jets big, early, often. Jets 14 plus +638. Suck it, haters.
Yeah, it's a matter of how big of an impact do you think Crowder returning has? I feel like we both know the answer, but I have to
massive.
One of the talking points.
Massive.
I agree. I think it's massive. I don't think it's close. I think that Crowder. I know that he is, for the most part, a slot receiver, and you can look at him and go, "Well, this guy is mediocre." Blah blah blah. No, he's actually a really good slot receiver. He's a really good slot receiver, and he's had injury issues his entire career, but he's very talented, and he is by far and away the Jets' best receiver. So
you said he's good. Now I am going to keep my eye on the injury report, Scott, because I did a lot of research on him, and he is convinced he's going to play. Interview with him day before yesterday, said everything feels great. He's 100% ready to go. We'll see if the coaches necessarily agree with that. We'll keep an eye on that. Without Crowder in the lineup, I don't like this play. This is all assuming that Crowder is going to play.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that Crowder should make the Jets offense look even a little bit more competent. And the Broncos offense, I am shocked that Rippon made the league. I even saw him in preseason a year or two ago, and he was garbage. I can't believe he's in the league. I'll fade him at every chance because
I watched he came in last week in relief in the fourth quarter there, and much is being made of the fact he threw eight straight completions.
Sure, all dump off passes, sure.
Well, and he actually tried to go down the field, but he threw five decent passes, he threw 3 bad passes, and then he threw a pick. And the pick was bad. Totally didn't see the safety jump in the route. Throwing into traffic at the goal line. But what I was going to say is those 8 completions all came against the prevent defense. Denver was down by 18 with about 6-7 minutes left. They had totally totally backed off and let them have everything in front of them. So it's kind of misleading. You go, whoa, threw 8 in a row, but yeah, it was not good. I don't like his arm strength. He tried to throw a.
He doesn't have any. He
tried to throw a shallow out, and he missed it by about 5 yards. The receiver was able to come back and catch it, but that's the kind of shit that's going to get your receiver killed if you're doing it in an actual game time situation.
For the record, by the way, this was last year's the Hall of Fame game. I had money on this preseason game. I remember it. Rypien had 41 passing yards, 5 for 10, 1 touchdown, no pick. So his numbers weren't great. His 1 touchdown came on a 4th down deflected pass that should have been broken up right into the other guy's hands. I've seen him play. He's not any good. I think that even though Darnold, people get on his case, and that he might be overrated, might never develop into the star quarterback they thought he was going to be, he is so far and away the better quarterback in this matchup, and it's not even close.
And the Jets still have a good run defense. They're still capable against the run, and
the run defense, is not bad. Now, the one thing you have to monitor for the Jets is going to be the status of Mekhi Becton, who was their first-round pick, the offensive lineman out of Louisville. I know he got injured in the game against the Colts, and Becton is really, really good. So Becton, if he's able to go, would be a huge boost for the Jets. I don't know if he is going to play. It seems like he's going to be out, which should definitely hurt the Jets' offensive line, which is definitely worth mentioning.
Well, I got to tell you, Scott, that on the last injury report, Becton was not listed, and he was a full participant in practice.
According to 6 hours ago, it says Becton is not expected to start, but he will dress in case of emergency. So that means that he most likely will not be suiting up, which is a big deal because he's by far their best offensive lineman. But it's a war of attrition. That's what this game is. You have 2 teams that aren't very good. They're going to probably be fighting for the Jets might go 2-14, and the Broncos, they're going to be better with a lock back, but I don't know if it really matters at this point. This team's completely destroyed. Broncos might win 3 games. So you have a 2-14 team versus a 3-13 team. Yeah, it's just whichever team can keep it together for 60 minutes. So, or for the bulk of it. So I'll lean to the Jets.
All right, I think that's solid. You're gonna ride them plus 14 with me, or minus 14?
No.
Minus 13.5?
No. I understand the value there. I get it. I'm not assuming. I don't have any faith in Gase at all. Okay. As a Jets fan, I told you before, I hope we lose tonight so we can fire Gase.
Okay, good. And I do. They are going to miss Perriman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I was looking at last week's injury report. Sorry about that. Yeah, Becton is questionable. Sorry about that.
Yeah, and Becton is not going to start, so that's a big deal.
All right. Very good. Well, we'll see how it goes. We will absolutely.
I also lean to Rypien to throw an interception on the yes because.
Oh yeah, is that a thing?
It is. It's juicy. It is definitely juicy. It's at roughly minus 150, I believe, on DraftKings.
Oh yeah.
But at the end of the day, Rypien's just not a good quarterback, and if they fall behind and they're forced to throw,
I think they will. I think that's exactly how this game flow is going to go.
You have the Jets winning by 14 plus, so that makes sense. I don't see anything on Fox Bet for interceptions. I know that FanDuel definitely has something. But I know that DraftKings has minus 150 on Rypien to throw an interception. I'm assuming it's going to be even higher on FanDuel. It's at minus 166. So, yeah, the best line you can get is minus 150 on Rypien to throw a pick.
Can I get multiple interceptions?
I don't see it in front of me, but maybe on the prop builder on Bet Online, you can maybe create it.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. I like him to throw multiple interceptions, at least have multiple turnovers.
I just think he's bad.
All right. Gangrene rolls tonight, kids. Take it to the bank. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I'll take the minus 1.
Okay. Good deal. All right. That's our NFL show. Never let us said that we take wishy-washy positions. Never let us said that we're vanilla and we're afraid to take a stand, or at least me.
I was forced into taking a pick on this.
Yes. You can say it about Scott. But
I'm sorry that I'm not running to the window to take Jets minus 14. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah. Hopefully it works out. We'll see what happens.
All right, very good. We'll be back to talk about it tomorrow. Get your NFL, and if you want to get a deep dive, man, I'll tell you, whoever they paid to do this, they should have paid them extra to deep dive this game. If you want to check out the deepest dive anywhere around, check out winnersandwhiners.com. We talk about it every week on the Monday night, Thursday night games. They do the matchups. They do everything. all I'll say is it has a table of contents. That's what I keep going back to. That's how deep it is. So
both of these teams, I'll take Clemson plus the points. That's all I'm going to say on this.
Roll Tide, baby.
Yeah, roll.
All right, so that's it for us today. Of course, we wish you good luck on all of your plays. We hope you really like football. If you've got to be a really big football fan to watch this game. You know what? It's the NFL, and the NFL is trying that strategy, saying, "Well, it's the NFL, so we'll put it on and people will watch." Well, they're fucking gambling on that one. We'll see what happens. Should be a fun night. And you know what? We joke about it, but regardless of how bad the game is, there's still money-making opportunities out there. Those tickets still cash, and that money still spends. So don't poo-poo this game just because it's got shitty teams in it, all right? If you want to make a sane play, sure, go ahead and take the Jets to win. I like the Jets. All kinds of big in this one. I think they roll over the Broncos. So with that being said, we're going to wrap it up for today. We appreciate everybody tuning in. As always, of course, we hope every ticket that you got in your pocket cashes big time at the window today. And you know what? We'll see you back there. I'll be cashing my Jets minus 13.5, rolling in the dough, baby. For myself, for Scott Reichel, for all the other crazy people over here at winnersandwhiners.com, we appreciate you watching. And make sure you come back and see us tomorrow on Today in Sports Betting. Take care, everybody.